Good evening, sir. Am I audible? Hello.
You're audible, ma'am.
Today we welcome our today's speaker, Dr. Hemalatha D, who is Assistant Professor, School of Business and Management, is deemed to be University, Bengaluru, India. And her topic is Gen AI in academic and research. As we are knowing
Sir?
that we are mostly yes.
Yes, sorry. There is an issue with the headset.
Yes, you
Am
can
I audible
continue,
now?
ma'am. I welcome you.
Yes. So is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Yes. Just a minute, sir. So AI in real world, how artificial intelligence solves business problems across industries. So we are going to have a check on across industries, how AI is going to help various industries to solve the real-time issues. So emergence of AI, there is a story of how human ambition, failure, and comebacks has been answered. So in the first time, we are going to start with the question where the question is how the complete AI has been started. So in 1950s, a British mathematician named Alan Turing asked the question, can machines think? So he didn't ask any other thing. He was just out of curiosity. He was answering, questioning everyone that how machines can think. He didn't ask how to calculate nor store data, but how machines will be thinking. So at that time, computers, we all know that it will be in a huge size, but the intelligence of the machine will be very much less. So it was like the size of the rooms, but the intelligence of a little toaster. So if you can't tell whether you're talking to a human or a machine, so ultimately the machine wins. So that single question planted the seed of AI. So during the entire thing, the issues faced by him was an idea of infrastructure, how this entire vision outpaced execution. So this is how the complete idea of AI started. Then next continued by from 19. This was the first phase that is in the evolution of AI. After 1950s, we just come back to 1956 to 1970s, where it has got a real boom, where the reality check of AI happened. So in 1956, researchers met at Dartmouth conference and confidently declared, we will make machines as intelligent as humans in 20 years. So the bold strategy they have adopted to implement AI in real time, but when you see the execution, it was very weak. So in early 1950s and 1970s, they would be able to implement AI only in playing the basic games, solve simple logical problems, but it has been completely failed spectacularly, and understanding the language was very much difficult for the real world. So ultimately, their funding got already dried up and the expectations has been completely crashed. So it was the execution was completely weak and it was a chaos. So next we will be coming back in 1990s, where it has given a huge comeback with IBM. So originally in 1997, IBM's Deep Blue defeated world chess champion Gary Kasparov, which everyone will be knowing. That was the headlines. People were started screaming it. So machines beat human intelligence. Stock market lauded. Media has lost its mind. It created a history where nobody was, everyone was excited about. But now here's a twist. So Deep Blue evaluated almost 200 million questions per second. It didn't feel the pressure or learn from the past game or adapt strategy emotionally. It simply calculated faster than any human ever could and followed the rules by grandmasters, written by the grandmasters. So unlike modern AI, Deep Blue did not learn from the mistakes. It was completely coded by the human engineers, not by the machines. So this is how it has been evolved in 1997 through IBM. Excuse me. So when you see this graph, you can see the number of people using social media platforms from 2004 to 2018, where it started from 500 million to 2 billion users. Then humans didn't expect unexpected. So they got smartphones, they joined social media and started living entirely online. So we started, see, when we go to any kind of a website, we start clicking, scrolling, shopping, posting. So everything was a data which has been generated completely. So every click, swipe, like, pause became a data for the companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. So corporates know that raw data is useless, but the cleaned, labeled, conceptual data is like a gold. So companies that understood this early, like Google and Amazon, did not just collect the data, also it organized it, as they firmly believe that data with intent is a competitive advantage. So that's how they started collecting the complete data which human beings start interacting with the computers. So this is how AI drive better business analytics through various stages, where it got industry specific advantage, where generates industry specific forecast, which minimizes the risk and churn rate. It speeds up data preparation, where it reduces the time spent on each and every data. So we have got a lot of analytics like predictive analysis, text analysis, where it drives the business outcomes by predicting marketing trends and consumer behavior. So these companies started learning all the pattern of the consumers through the data which are interacted with the various websites. So it enables data querying, which yields meaningful insights from data queries with the help of NLQ and NLP. NLQ is nothing but natural language querying and natural language generation. And it enhanced ultimately the data accuracy, where it enabled more efficient analytics via better pattern and behavior learning. So this is how AI got expanded. Then companies using AI got budgeted. So these companies used AIs to forecast demand and optimize the pricing of the people. So when there was an highest demand, it ultimately meant that the usage from the consumers are more. So these mid-sized companies suddenly predicted demand, marketed smarter way using this AI, and priced dynamically. The moment AI started delivering the value, it stopped introducing itself, because it became the front end of each and every company. So, for example, you all know the ChatGPT. So it quietly entered the business to scale up and produce better results. So the moment AI started delivering value, it stopped introducing itself. For decades, when AI found its voice from silent engines to smart colleague. So nowadays, we are not interacting with anyone after the introduction of ChatGPT. We all know that one. So can anyone share what kind of AI we use in daily life? So we will have an interactive session. Can anyone say which is which AI you will be preferring in your work or for your daily day-to-day routine? Can anyone mention some AI tools? Can I hear any answers? Okay. Okay. I assume that ChatGPT is the one you all use. So OpenAI and ChatGPT let people talk to AI. So in the earlier AI, predictive, detected, and optimized strategies were used. Excuse me. So now we use AI to write emails, draft reports, and explains the complex idea. So it is a boon for everyone that this kind of open AIs help us to make the complex thing into simpler ones where we understand better, and the productivity is ultimately on the higher end with a much cost reduction. So the conversion maximized the time on experimentation and helped in faster deployment. So this is how the important and best part of AI comes in work. So now we will see how AI quietly transformed the retail industry. So I have come up with some of the cases. I'll just have the reference of one or two cases which will be giving us more insight how AI will be helping us to sort out the problems which will be faced by many companies. So the first case is how AI quietly transformed the retail industry, wherein I have come up with the Amazon case, which is turning the data into the sales machine. So the problem faced by Amazon was millions of products, millions of consumers, customers overwhelmed with choices, and no discovery of relevant products. That always we face when we go to Amazon website. We will be typing up some products. Suppose if we want to search for a mobile phones, but we will not be very much specific what kind of what brand we need to get, and the storage, color, compatibility, everything. So this was the issue faced by the consumers. So for that, Amazon built AI powered recommendation systems that analyze the user's browsing history, their purchase behavior, similar consumer profiles, time, location, demand, everything. So this is how the entire flow happens. So being a viewer, you will be checking out for a specific product, then it will be given as a recommendation from the website. Once it has been completely analyzed, and the particular product will be recommended to the customer by using the complete history of the customer and the purchase patterns. So what changed is when the consumer logged in, AI decided what products to show in what order and in what price. From high to medium, you will be having various options when you browse it. So the business impact is significantly increasing the conversion rate because it has made our work very much less. So higher average order value has been given to the customers. Amazon didn't wait for customers to search. As a result, AI went looking for customers' intent. So on behalf of the customers, AI was doing the in and out activity. As a result, there was a high conversion of consumers to the company. So in the full year 2024, Amazon reported about 59.2 billion in net profit. Nearly it was doubling the previous year. This is how the complete AI industry has transformed Amazon in terms of retail industry. This was one of the most important case which will be usually discussed in marketing. And there is one from Flipkart. So how AI quietly transformed the retail industry. So case number 2 is Flipkart fraud detection with AI brief. So the problem they have faced is, as one of the India's largest online marketing place, Flipkart faced serious challenges with fraudulent activities, including fake accounts, bogus orders, manipulated addresses, and suspicious return patterns that cost money, time, and consumer trust. So after this, Flipkart deployed AI and machine learning models that continuously learn from massive amounts of shopping data to spot unusual patterns that indicate fraud. For example, if there are so many fake orders, it will give a high risk orders in real time, then detect address and account anomalies, score written patterns and user behavior to distinguish genuine from fraudulent. So, as a business impact, after introducing this deployment of AI, it reduced the financial loss from bogus transaction, better delivery accuracy, and improved consumer confidence knowing the platform is safe away. So, from this problem, which has been faced by Flipkart, the key takeaway is Flipkart didn't use just AI to sell more. It used AI to protect what it is already earned by keeping fraudsters out from the real consumers happy. So this is one of the case. And AI has ultimately given significant contribution in the defense sector. Then in the military also, obviously, you would have seen this dark trace company, which is a British or from the British origin in defense sector. So the problem faced with this company was defense network faced constantly cyber threats beyond human response speed. So the AI learns normal network behavior and detects cyber threats instantly. So as an impact, there was a faster cyber threat detection, reduced data breaches, and 24/7 automated protection. So after introducing this AI, it invisible battlefield. So this is one of an important milestone of AI in military cyber defense. So how AI has redefining model healthcare delivery. So we can see the case study of Google Health where AI has been introduced in medical imaging. So the problem faced by the doctors after heavily overloading readings of X-rays, CT scans, and mammograms, human fatigue can lead to delayed or misguided or misleading diagnosis. So after the introduction of AI, the solution got from Google Health is Google Health developed AI models to analyze medical images, detect diseases like breast cancer and lung conditions. It has given high risk cases for doctors. So the impact ultimately it faster the diagnosis, improved accuracy, and reduced workload for radiologists. So the key takeaway of this case is AI support doctors by catching the patterns the human eye may miss. So Tempus is one of the US-based company which has started delivering redefined solutions for modern healthcare. So Tempus included AI for personalized medicine. So the problem faced by Tempus is traditional treatments follow a one-size-fits-all approach in complex diseases like cancer. Patients respond differently, leading to trial and error treatments, higher cost, and delayed outcomes. So these were the initial things when traditional method of diagnosing the treatments. Then after the introduction of AI solution, Tempus uses AI to analyze clinical data, genetic information, and medical records together. So this system identifies the pattern and matches the patients with personalized treatment options that are more likely to work for them. So as a result, the impact rate was more accurate in personalized recommendations, reduced trial and error in therapy, better patient outcomes, and optimized treatment cost. So this has strategically shifted the AI healthcare from reactive to personalized ones. So obviously, it has given the improvement in the revenue from $334.2 million to that was the highest in the quarter three, which has been received by Tempus in 2025 with an increase of 85% over a year. So it has given milestone in AI. So if you see in finance, how algorithms quietly run the money system. So it in the stock market, you can see it will be giving many patterns which will be getting the high by using the high algorithms. So in finance, how algorithms quietly run the money system. So this is a case from JP Morgan Chase where it detected fraud detection and money control. And in case 2, this is one of the important case from BlackRock where people manage risk massively. Investment portfolios is high human responsible. So after the introduction of AI, BlackRock uses AI-driven analytics platform to assess market risk and optimize portfolios. So it has completely taken over the human eye, where it automatically performs various algorithms to sense the market risk and optimize the portfolios. So as a result, business scale-up impact from managing from trillions of dollars in the assets, improved risk visibility for clients, and scaled investment decision-making globally. And one of the other important area where AI is in media, solving the real problems and the driving growth. So the Washington Post AI in news production. So heliograph is nothing but it's a post inbuilt internal AI system which has been introduced by Washington Post. So there they have encountered a problem where newsroom had to cover a high volume data, heavy events, like they will be having all the under all the headings like election, sports score, local updates with a limited editorial bandwidth, leading to delays and uneven coverage. So after the introduction of AI, the Post built an internal AI system called as Heliograph. So after the introduction of this, it automatically generated short news updates from structured data, published real-time alerts during the election and poll, then free journalists from repetitive reporting, so they focus on analysis and investigation. So after this introduction of this heliograph, the business has completely scaled up in faster publishing at machine speed during peak events, higher content volume without increasing newsroom headcount, traffic spikes during live events, improving ad impressions and reader engagement. So one line takeaway of this one is AI helped the Washington Post scale breaking news coverage without scaling the cost, letting the journalists focus on the stories that which really mattered for the business. So AI has again given an impact in the climate change and weather, turning the data into action. So here I have taken a case study from IBM where AI for climate and disaster focusing, which they completely focus on. So the real-time problem is climate disasters cause massive economic losses due to late warnings and poor planning. So after the introduction of the AI solution from IBM, which uses AI with satellites and IoT to data. So it started predicting the flood, heat waves and storms, provide early warning systems for cities and businesses. So as a result, the business impact got scaled up, which has been used by the government, insurance, then enterprise worldwide, expanded IBM's business intelligence and consulting services, enable scalable subscription-based climate solutions. So this kind of AI helped IBM to monetize the climate intelligence at a global scale. Then finally, ISRO. So powering the next era of scalable space operation. So ISRO has encountered the real world problem where it unable to manage multiple satellites providing high volumes of Earth observation data. So manually monitoring these kind of satellites at one time the analysis became slow, it became costly, and don't scale, especially during the disasters. So they have started introducing AI-based solutions where satellite health monitoring, image process for agriculture, disaster management, automation in the mission operations. So as a result, there was a national scale-up impact where faster delivery of satellite-based services, better disaster response, and resource planning, which helped AI to run satellites smarter and turn the space data into real world decisions at national scale. So it has taken the space of leadership also. It has not left this part. So in the US, the treats AI as a strategic national asset, investing heavily in research and startups, even in the public sector AI adoption. So it focused strongly on youth education, embedding with AI into the university STEM programs, which is considered to be one of the important programs in all these universities in across the globe, where it ensures young people are not just AI users but AI creators, helping the country maintain technological leadership. Even in China, it has started positioning AI as a core driver of economic growth and global competitiveness with a large scale government funding and long term national planning. So it is ready for the workforce in overall spaces like students, they get trained in AI, in data space, automations, and they have started giving an ensuring environment by making it a rapid adoption and a sustained innovation. Even in India, we use AI as a tool for as a scaling up our business, inclusive in the work environment and in the national development. So we invest AI applications across healthcare, agriculture, governance, and education. So in India, a major focus is on youth skilling with AI courses integrated in universities, technical institutions, and online learning platforms. So if I want to suggest some magazines for students, which you can also refer your students to keep them updated. So there are few things which I want to upload. One is Economic and Political Weekly, which will be giving you the deep analysis of each and every topic. Then Business Today, which will be giving you the broad business and markets. Then Business India, which will be giving a narrative business journalism. Then Outlook Business, strategic and future ready updates will be there. Fortune India, global and Indian intersection will be given. ET Prime, this particular magazine will be giving you the business daily plus in-depth details on business. Then Mint Launch, where the students can evaluate the economy and market. Then Financial Express, Yojana, Kurshetra, and Open Source. So finally, we come to the end of the session. So professors, if you have anything to discuss or any clarifications. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think this will be giving a lot of insights on various industries where we will be focusing on. We can give the same kind of inputs to students where they will be having deep insight on how AI will be helping in various industries. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
For the best presentation today. Now, participants to unmute themselves and they can discuss with the speaker.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, Dr. Sanand Shukla sir, please.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, Dr. Betkar sir. Good evening, ma'am. Wonderful presentation
Thank you so much.
on AI. And nowadays, definitely it is a part of our life, and we cannot stay without AI nowadays.
Yeah. It became another hand. Yes.
Yeah. So in medical field also for the monitoring purposes, the patient's monitoring, everything is done by AI. Even nowadays, I means even a simple IV fluid, where nurse has to give attention to that. Nowadays, everything is managed by this AI. So you have talked about meteorology department where we are using AI, disaster management we are using AI, even in space we are using AI. Now, not a single section and not a single department has left without AI.
Yes.
So my concern is, human mind is very creative, and we used to think about some concepts and thoughts, and then we were writing certain condition, certain things. But nowadays, that even the teachers and everyone, they start using AI. They give prompt, few sentences over there, and they are getting their content ready. So, don't you think that we are going to lose somewhere this ability? Like when the calculator has come, we number of people are not knowing the tables, and they cannot means multiply the large amount, means numbers. So whether it will happen like this, that we will lose our ability to create something new, or by our own mind we are writing something, because that is also art. To write something is the art. And AI is giving very professional language and very nice English language, and it happens that we get attracted to that language only, and we are losing our own thinking, the words, the vocabulary, and the things. Nowadays the speeches when they are coming with, we can very easily come to know that this is from ChatGPT. So what you feel about this?
So this is one of the major concern for teachers especially. So what if every student is running beyond behind this AI open sources, and what will happen to our jobs? So that is a major question. That's a wonderful question you have narrated completely. So my suggestion would be, since we are dealing with in an ecosystem of open source, we need to upgrade us. So we need to consistently know what is really happening with all these AIs. See, this is what we are interacting with humans. Machines. So ultimately, human work cannot be replaceable. So we need to upgrade ourselves, and we can take the help of the support of AI. So we can upgrade our work, which is completely on trend. That's what I can say, because we have students, when we give any assignment, when we give any work, immediately the instant thing is they will be opening the chat GPT, giving the prompt. But giving the prompt itself is a huge area where there is so many courses on prompt engineering itself. So how well we are going to give a prompt, that also matters. That is the important thing which we need to know. So when we want to upgrade ourselves, most importantly for teachers, we need to check how we can incorporate this AI with our education system or in any industry.
Because nowadays the books, the novels, everything is coming.
Yes.
They're taking help. Even nowadays the movies, from the musical compositions to the everything, they are using AI. So I think we should not go much behind it, but yes, definitely a rational use is very important, where we have to use and where we don't have to use. We should have that border boundary also in the line in
Ultimately,
between
the
also.
decision making, it will be in our hands, which we cannot leave to the machines as such. So it will be giving the answers, but whether to take it or not, it's completely in our hands. Whether to proceed with that one, or to indulge in what it is just throwing out.
and the technology is technology.
Yes,
So
yes.
sometimes, it may happen that it may fail. I was there with, maybe 10, 15 years back. I was there in front of all vice chancellors, and somebody prepared a PPT for me, and I carried laptop first time with me. And when I started my laptop, the PPT was not opening. But and then I had to go with my own vocabulary and our own explanations and expressions and understanding. I explained my to the maximum, but I felt very good because the thing is, maybe because of PPT, I was maybe little mechanical rather than this ex tempo presentation was wonderful and appreciated by all. So AI is also like that only. So many of the time it will not be appreciated, or it will not be going up to the mark. So the human brain, we had to apply, and we had to think, we had to create
Yes.
something new,
True, sir.
and we should use our own cognitive process. Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much, sir. Thanks for the question.
Thank you, Dr. Sir, discussing with our speaker on the today's topic. So you have covered the supported the field also there where the AI is used, and your experience also you have shared. Thank you for that. Now
My
I
pleasure.
request other participants they can unmute and they can discuss.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation and delivering the topic as per your schedule. Actually, it was scheduled before, but because of few technical difficulties, we have joined today. Anyway, you assured and you did this commitment with us, and we are very lucky that this topic is also useful for us because mostly speakers are speaking on AI. So every dimension, every aspects of the AI should be discussed here. And today it was related to technology and research in academia. You have explained here. We are very much thankful to you. And also, you can be a speaker of next session also as per your ability or time.
Sure.
Also, you can recommend few speakers from your side because we need speakers. Thank you, ma'am.
Definitely,
Thank you.
definitely, definitely. It's a huge pleasure collaborating with you, sir. And thank you all professors for kindly listening to the session for the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You can leave now. Okay. Participants are requested to fill the feedback link. Feedback is available in the chat box.